Hey, welcome to my first vlog. I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about Virtual Piggy. Some of you might remember I blogged about them a few weeks ago. They are a really cool website that helps you teach your kids how to manage their money, which I don't know about you, but in this house is definitely something we need. So we have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, and our 7-year-old is a tad bit obsessed with money these days, which I find funny because she gets absolutely everything she could possibly want or need, and she really doesn't want for anything. That said, she keeps trying to save money so she can buy these things that she feels she needs and we feel she doesn't need, and therefore we are not getting for her. For example, last month it was she desperately needed a brand new American Girl doll, one with straight hair as opposed to the curly hair one that she has. And this week she really wants to save money so she can buy a big trampoline like our friends just got for Christmas. So we happen to be relatively mean parents. We do not give an allowance just for the sake of giving an allowance. If they need cash for something, they really have to earn it. So she's allowed to clean up mommy's car if she wants to earn $5, or she's allowed to give the playroom an extra deep cleaning if she wants another $5. And it slowly adds up, and then once in a while she'll earn enough money, and then she'll feel a little bit flush, and she'll see a stuffed animal that she desperately needs, and she will spend her money on it. And she feels recently that she's wasted money on a specific bunny. Poor bunny. He's not as loved as he should be considering how much he cost, and she kind of regrets that purchase, which is good. So Virtual Piggy, I think, is going to be a really good tool for us to help her manage that money, create wish lists, save money for the items on her wish list, and eventually buy the items directly from Virtual Piggy. Virtual Piggy is linked to a mommy or daddy's credit card, so the purchases can be made directly from there as soon as mommy and daddy approves them. Grandpas and grandmas can also help fund the piggy bank, the virtual piggy bank, by giving money or matching funds or anything like that, which helps the kids get that feeling that money can come from different places, have that visual of how much they've saved, where they're going to spend it, and what they're going to do with it. Let me give you a sense, let me walk you through the website. I'll show you what it is. It's pretty cool. It was picked up by Forbes this morning. It's being talked about all over the web and other television news networks and things like that, and I think you're really gonna like it. So hold on a second, let me see if I can figure out this camera thing, and let's get going. Right then, so this is the Virtual Piggy website. It's pretty self-explanatory. How it works, about us, shop here, blah blah blah, log in. So let's log in. Let's see if it works. It does look it's logged in. We've got all our financial info. See, it says everything. I really just set it up so the kids don't have any money yet. Apparently I don't have any money either. My husband will be glad to see that I haven't spent any money. Woohoo! We can check in and create a child profile. Clara and Lucy, they're in there, their dashboards, reset. They have their own password, they have their own login, so they don't log in and see this, I see this. This is what mommies or daddies see how much they've saved. We can edit that for her. Let's see, so this is the Bank of Mom, which is usually where we track it. So, I think she had $15 saved and Lucy had $5. I know it says that the money was mine. She thinks she owed it to me because she lost some money of mine, but she broke something of mine. She didn't really. Submit that for Clara. So if you're a family like ours who doesn't do an allowance, you can go in and add money like this. If you are an allowance kind of family, at the very beginning when you're setting up for your child, you can just go in and say how much money they get per week, and it automatically adds it. They still need permission to spend it, but at least it adds it. So there we go. Look, we've successfully transferred $5 to our child's account. And then we can go see Clara. And then as a mom, I can see all the different information about her. Look, now you know her birthday, you can send her a present. These settings defines whether I'm going to have to approve a transaction, so I'm just always going to click always. And then if you had specific websites, for instance, if you set her up and she was always allowed to buy whatever she wanted on a certain site, you could set merchant specific, and then they could do it that way. Speaking of merchants, let me take you home for a second, and I will show you a couple things that are really neat. Let me see all the different merchants. Let me show you what they have. See, all of these guys are official websites that will work with Virtual Piggy, which means that your kids can shop directly there. Lots more coming. And then there's also this, which is really neat. The Piggy pin is an easy way to add things. So you'll put it up there on the taskbar. As you can see, I already have a couple up there. And then your kid can easily browse and add things to their wish list. This part is where you would authorize anybody specific to add funds. So this would be the guest list. So for instance, if grandma was here, you'd put in her name and then her email address, and you'd send her an invitation, and she'd be able to add funds to your child's virtual piggy bank. And over here we have the different merchants and whether your child is allowed to buy them. So for instance, if you disapprove of certain clothing stores, or you think that your child shouldn't be allowed to have more Connects because there's already so many Connects and they can't clean them up, you can say, no, not allowed. Don't allow that one. So you have a lot of control over how this is handled. So there you have it. It's a pretty neat online virtual piggy bank management system. It's really very well designed. It gives the parents a lot of control, which is especially good when your kids are very little and you're trying to teach them a little bit about money. And it's even good as your kids get older and older and they start to make their own money and they start to have their own space and they start to want to spend it and have a little bit more freedom. Different reports will enable you to see what your children have spent money on, how they're spending it, whether they're making good choices, which then in turn gives you a chance to really talk to them about whether they should be buying the bunny or if they have better things to be spending their money on. Sign up your kids, keep an eye on it, and see if it works for your family, and let us know if it does.